y'all. Today I wanted to be doing some bank fishing, kind of get back to the old roots, because my truck is in the shop and couldn't find anyone that wanted to tow my boat, which isn't a problem. Hopefully I have my truck back in a week or so. I just got me a couple rods, backpack with just some hooks, weights, a few worms, and we're just gonna go walking down the bank here. Start off this morning just seeing what they want to bite. I got a spook, chatterbait, and Texas rig tied on. So between the three of those, if we can't catch anything, then I just suck. So we're gonna start right here at the boat ramp and then just work our way down the river and see if we can't catch a few. Have a good way, be a good way to spend the morning. The old backpack on. I think we're going to start this morning with the spook, because who doesn't love a little topwater bite? If they bit topwater every morning, I'd never need a cup of coffee. What's going on here? There we go. Well, first spot didn't work, so we're just gonna start walking down the river and we find another good looking spot. Little bottleneck right here. This is textbook spot. Oh! Did y'all see that? I'm pretty sure that was a snook. Oh, come on. How do you do that and not eat it? Oh, come on. That was sick. So just for people that don't know, we do have snook that come up our freshwater rivers here in Florida. So there are possibilities for catching snook. Oh gosh. I told you, I don't need any coffee anymore. My heart's racing. Oh my God. He might hit that chatterbait if I throw it in there, but I really want to see him hit this thing again. The snook are so temperamental. They either do nothing or they'll freaking try and murder it like it just did. Oh, it just broke me off. That's a snook. That's a snook. Look at it. Oh, are you kidding me? His freaking gill plate just broke my braid. That hurts. That hurts a lot. I mean, that's gonna need therapy after that one. Oh, I completely forgot as soon as I got a blow up that I probably shouldn't be trying to catch a snook on straight braid, because that gill plate just doesn't take any pressure at all. Cut this. Oh God, that was a good one too. They get big up. We get some big ones up in the river. Oh, that's painful. Oh God. Oh. Well, I've caught plenty of snook on this fluorocarbon rod, so that's gonna sting for a while. I mean, here's what it is. Maybe we'll run into some more. There's one. Oh shit. I'm sliding down the bank here. There we go. Pretty good one too. Oh, I feel so bad dragging him in the mud, but can't even get down to him. Oh, there we go. Slinging mud everywhere. Probably a close to 3-pounder. Nah, 2.5. Alright, it's pretty shallow here, so I had to get him out a little ways. Yeah, there he goes. I tried to get down to him and sank right down in the mud. All downhill from there. Whew. Alright, cool. That was fun. Whew. I'm all over the place this morning, I'll tell you. See if I can catch this one without falling on my butt. Hey, bud. Thank you for getting me all wet. Really appreciate that. Number 2. Oh, y'all would be surprised how many times I've made that same exact cast until I get bit. So, a lot of times when you're in these little creeks, you have to be really specific with your cast. You gotta get it in their face. So if you get in a spot like this, it looks good, just take your time, make a bunch of casts at the same spot. Eventually one may bait. Tell you what, it's kind of nice to get out here all alone and just do some old bank fishing in the woods. I know I got a nice 20-foot bass boat with 2 live scopes and more tackle than I'll ever need, but I just enjoy fishing. Doesn't matter what kind it is. Freshwater, saltwater, bass, bluegill, $100,000 boat, or no boat. I'm still gonna go fishing no matter what. And I'm gonna enjoy every bit of it. Let's hope I can do this and not lose my rod. Look at there. Tell you what. I actually make it look like I know what I'm doing, huh? There we go. There's one. Little guy. They're getting smaller and smaller. They need to get bigger and bigger. See if I can show you guys how clear this water is. It's pretty clear. That was cool. I'd love to catch a snook so y'all could see. They will smoke this chatterbait. I've caught plenty of them on this chatterbait, or a chatterbait. I just don't think the population density of the snook this area are super high, because I mean I don't know the exact measurement or whatever, but to give you some kind of perspective, I'm probably upwards of 100 miles from the coast by this river. So I mean these snook are nowhere near the ocean, but they just come up here, and I know they live here because I've caught them year round. So I don't think there's like a better time of the year to really catch them. Just the best time you catch them is when the water's low. But I've caught them when it's high, low, cold, warm. I don't know. Biologists will tell you they can't spawn in fresh water, but I've caught snook in here this big. So you're telling me a baby snook's gonna get hatched in the ocean and then swim 100 miles up a freshwater river and then stay here? I don't know. I'm not a biologist, and I also don't know how fast snook grows. So that snook this big could have had plenty of time to swim up here. I don't know. Just telling you what I've seen. Alright, well here's a little tip for you guys. So, I am running up the border of an area that I'm not sure if I can be at or not. So what I do is I just have the Onyx app. So I can get away from the river, because I could no longer walk on the edge. So this allows me to get away from the river, make sure I stay where I'm allowed to be, and then work my way back into a corner or whatever once I have the opportunity to. But without something like Onyx, and I have zero affiliation with them, I'm just telling you guys what I do. If it wasn't for a thing like Onyx, I'd just be walking randomly through the woods and may end up somewhere where I'm not allowed to be. So, just a little tip for you guys. And just like that, right back at the river. Alright, I am slowly working my way back towards the car. Well, I've been fishing for about an hour and a half. But I'm going to stop at all the places that look the best. Just hit them real quick and keep working our way back. Oh, are you kidding me? Of course. Well, that's a wrap. I've been fishing for about 2 hours. We didn't smash them. Got a couple bass. It was cool to see that snook though. I wish I would have caught it. What's pretty cool is I'm walking back to the truck and I just walked past where I hooked that fish, and that fish just jumped out of the water trying to shake my bait still. And I hooked that fish an hour ago. So it was a cool little coincidence. I'm sure I'll shake it here soon. I mean, if there's one thing that can throw a bait, it's a snook. So we're gonna head back to the truck, or the car. If we had my truck, we'd be on a boat. But head back to the car and call it a successful morning. Hopefully next time I see y'all, I'll have my boat hooked up to the truck. Or not. I mean, this was pretty fun. I'm gonna come do this again. We'll see y'all.